All right, so here's the intermittent fasting. Kat, I'm gonna let you talk to this, all right? Okay.
Okay, so many of you ask us about, well, what about intermittent fasting? We know it's probably one of the hottest trends right now in, weight loss. And does it affect our ability to put on muscle tissue? And so we found a systematic review and meta-analysis. And if you guys recall that we talked about, the strength of evidence, and typically your systematic reviews do a compilation of all the existing human trials. I know Neal came across one just recently, but they essentially say the same thing, right? And then this review, it was testing the effect of whether or not people basically time restrict eat. So that's when you have a certain window that you leave yourself, and the most common one is the 16-8, right? Fast for 16 and eat within an 8-hour window. They also observe this around Ramadan, which is fasting between sunset and sunrise. So all these studies were 4 to 8 weeks long. One negative of the review is that they didn't have a control group to compare regular meal interviews to. So bottom line is 4 studies showed that you can increase your lean body mass, and that basically it doesn't impair your lean body mass. But what we discussed, Neal and I, is, well, okay, are we just trying to hang on, or are we trying to optimize, right? We're talking about optimizing muscle growth. And so other fasting studies protocols weren't looked at. And it's probably not going to hurt you if you want to hang on. It's probably not the best thing if your goal is to maximize growth.
Yeah, and so just to summarize that for everybody, bottom line is intuitively it makes no sense. And from a scientific standpoint, it doesn't make any sense if you want to maximize muscle protein synthesis, okay? None. Now, to diet, if you're trying to lose weight, then and this is the easier thing for you to do, go for it, because as it showed here, you actually can hang on to some lean body mass during that. So there's obviously what we call a denier here, where the protein later on in the day is making up for what you lost in there, but you're certainly not going to maximize gains. And that's just
and then one last comment.
Yeah,
absolutely. And one last comment is, there's nothing magical about it. It just reduces your intake spontaneously by about 20 to 25%. So there's no magic. It just creates a calorie deficit, to Neal's point.